broken?
Yeah, well, first of all, you could say, is the university system broken? What it delivers is basically qualifications. So you might ask, do they deliver what it takes to change and transform a world that is changing so rapidly? And I think it is not able to deliver all that is needed, but it's delivering a very substantial and very essential part of it, that is qualifications. But if you look at the problems and the challenges we are facing, you really need to be able to solve problems rather than having qualifications. So things are missing in the systems as they are today. So we should add on the idea of problem solving and solving real world problems also within the educational system. And by doing that, we need a new and novel and adaptive way of working with problem solving also within the educational system. Yeah, let me just touch upon some of the phases we are getting into now. We will approach the fourth tech revolution. Right now it's going to be the digital revolution. It's going to change our world rapidly, and it's going to be a great opportunity and a great challenge as well. So the three skills I think are very crucial to take into that part of the world will be a very old-fashioned skill like sense making. If you really don't make sense of the things you're doing, there will be no experience, there will be no learning. That's the first one. The second one, I think, is stemming from the fact that we are being globally closer connected and that we have superstructured organizations, transcending organizations and institutions crossing the boundaries. So the second skill important will be cross-cultural skills. Now, the third skill I think is pretty much needed is human-centered thinking. And by that, we enter a skill set called designed thinking skills. So why human-centered? Because basically humans will not be here if we don't live in a sustainable way. So it's fine with me, we call it human-centered. If there should be a fourth skill that we are approaching and would have to do much better, that would be virtual collaboration. So collaboration across border, time, spaces. And I think that is going to develop very rapidly within the next 3, 4, 5 years. Well, first of all, that I would congratulate City of Kotka and the areas around Kotka that they understand the necessity of rethinking education. It's as it is, the system will not deliver sufficient knowledge to change the system. So one thing is to understand the problem. Secondly, the boldness of actually setting targets and actions and visions on board to follow a new way of thinking within education. Basically, for Kotka, I think it's important to attract talent. It's important to attract people, focus, emphasize the strength of Finnish education, but doing it in a new way for Finland to re-strengthen its educational brand. Well, there are a lot of good building bricks. So one top of advice is to keep focus on what you do. Don't do 20 things at a time. Test a few vital bricks in that vision. One thing is the ship thinking. Do startup festivals. Do accelerator program tests in minor scale. Do educational camp tests in minor scale. And try to establish entrepreneurial environments. Use the environments you have to flexibly engage educational products with a combination of different partners like industry, education, government, municipal agents, and make it be international.